Alright guys, so today we are showing off the new EZA for the Super Saiyan 2 AGL Vegeta. He is definitely really good, probably the second best of the new EZA units, just because like defensively he's insane. We're going to break him down. If you already know what he does, feel free to skip forward in the video a little bit. If you're rocking with me, let's go. Leader skill, he gives AGL tech and physical types, 3 key and 80% stats. That is decent. It's nothing crazy though. And then on super attack, he causes supreme damage to enemy and raises attack and defense by 30% for 6 turns. That is pretty good. And then moving on, I just skipped over his passive almost. His passive, he gets attack and defense plus 90%, and then he gets an additional 15% defense with each attack received up to 60%. So basically, this guy's a defensive monster. On top of the fact that his defense is almost 12,000, he can get a very high defensive stat. His links, he has Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Golden Warrior, Royal Lineage, Revival, Prepared for Battle, and Shattering the Limit. So decent links, nothing crazy. Categories on Resurrected Warriors, Majin Buu Saga, Pure Saiyans, Vegeta's Family, and Worthy Rivals. If you're going into like a longer form event, he's good on all of these teams, just like because of how high his defense can get. So just to start off with, his defense is higher than LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's and this Vegeta's, and he hasn't even stacked up his defense much yet. Well, and by much I mean at all. This is the first turn of this event. So these first 2 times he gets hit, he's going to raise his defense by 30%, and then also he's going to raise it by, he's going to raise it by 15% with each attack he receives, right? And then after he supers, he's going to get 30% defense. So, I mean, pretty much after 1 turn, he's going to be untouchable even by, like, Int UI Goku, I'm pretty sure. I guess we can check next time we see him. And the rotations I want to have here, I am going to cut around a little bit, just to, like, see him in all of the different phases. But the rotation I want to have with him is this Vegeta with the farmable, free-to-play, like, EZA Vegeta and Trunks, because they both have, like, I think it's Prepared for Battle and Shattering the Limit, so they'll share a good amount of key. They both stack up defense, so they'll be good in this event long-term. One thing I meant to say earlier, but I forgot to, the reason I'm not doing just a normal showcase for him is actually because I feel like his attack stat won't do, like, how good he is justice, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like his attack stat wouldn't be very high, but he himself is a very good unit. So I didn't want to just, like, undersell him by doing one of those videos where it's, like, all I do is show their maximum attack stat. This is probably a much more fitting place to showcase him. Now, I do still plan on doing just, like, my normal showcases for, like, the physical Goku, who EZA'd. He's going to get a normal showcase where I just try and get a really high attack stat with him. But because this Vegeta is pretty much built for a longer form, like, content in the game, I felt like this was a better way to show him off. I guess you could have probably done the same thing in, like, the Infinite Dragon Ball History event, but because Global doesn't really have any difficult stages of that yet, I didn't really feel like doing it. Okay, so he's at 167,000, and he can still stack his defense more, and, like, after he gets attacked more, that'll go up. So that is really good. Like, after this turn, he would take double digits from Int UI Goku's normals. Just, like, that's insanity. So he's going to be taking nothing from even, like, when he has type disadvantage. And you see right there, you saw what I was talking about, where I didn't want to show his attack stat, because it's not that impressive. Like, 1.2 million, this free-to-play unit's over 1 million, you know? So his attack stat isn't insane, but his defense is really, like, why he's a good unit. I'm going to cut eventually. I think I'm going to cut after the Super Saiyan 2 stage, because this Vegeta's Family team, it can go kind of slow, and I don't want this video to be insanely long. And the reason I'm waiting until then is because I do just want to see, like, how fast his defense builds up, because he still can get hit 1 more time, and I think we can get 1 more stack off of his super attack on as well. So I think, like, most of the time, after you get him built up, of course, he can get, like, insanely high defensively. Like, probably over 200k after he attacks most turns, is my guess. Although I guess I won't... I almost just said the word guess like 37 times. I won't have to guess anymore after next turn, because after next turn I should have had him been attacked all of the times that he needs to, as well as the fact that because his defense stack is only for 6 turns, we can only really see his defense from, like, the 2 of the stacks, because he can stack it a 5th time and that does count, but by the time he comes back around, that stack the first stack will have worn off, if that makes any sense. Okay, so we actually did make it to the Super Saiyan 2 stage. I didn't think we'd do that here, but okay. Let's see his defense now, 222k, and ooh, his defense is going to be so good. Okay, he is actually impressing me here. Remember, I do have him rainbowed. I guess I should have, like, accentuated that more in the beginning when I was breaking him down, but I kind of forgot to. So he's not doing too much damage, but he's taking double digits. He did not get supered. I'll see if I can get him supered against like the Tech God Goku. That'll definitely do more damage to him. But right now, I guess we will just cut to the Super Saiyan 3. He's going to take double digits from everything in the Super Saiyan 3 stage. We already know that. So I think I will just actually cut to Tech God Goku. Because there, if he gets supered, he can take a lot of damage. But I think that's the last time he'll really take damage in this fight, if I'm being honest. So we'll be back once we get to the Tech God Goku stage. Okay, so we're back now. He has 253,000 defense. That's a lot of defense. He's going to be taking double digits from normals here. Now, supers, I actually don't know how much we're going to be taking, to be honest. Now, one thing is, his defense will not get any higher. This is as high as his defense can get. He's been attacked 4 times, and he can't stack it anymore because he only stacks it for 6 turns. So actually, after he supers, his defense gets a little bit higher, but we can never really see what that number actually is. Okay, perfect. We're getting supered. Let's see how much this does here. This is going to be the most he's going to take all fight. 49,000 from a super, where he had type disadvantage. That is insane. So defensively, this guy's a monster, and it really just depends on your playstyle and on if you would like him or if you think he was a good unit. Because really, he doesn't do much damage. Like, his attack stat throughout this entire thing, like, keep in mind there was no support units at all. But his attack stat is just staying around like a 1.25, which isn't bad. Like, keep that in mind, but it's also, you know, not great. So let's just compare his defense to everyone over here. His defense is higher than this Trunks's. Dang, that says a lot. It's not going to be for much longer, but that's something. And don't be too harsh on this Vegeta, because he does get his defense on super attack. So that's why his defense doesn't look as high as it really is. I really hope Evolution Blue Vegeta doesn't get supered on the back end there. I'm going to be honest, I don't know why I'm still here. I guess we'll be back against STRUI Goku, and I really would like to see him get supered there, because that's going to be double digits from a super. That's going to be really impressive. We'll be back in a second. Okay, so I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. I don't know why I thought I was going straight to STRUI Goku. There is still this phase that I forgot about. Blue Goku, if he gets supered here, we're going to take no damage. And if he doesn't, we're still going to take no damage. I would like to see him get supered here, though. One thing, we have not double supered once. And if we did ever double super, that would just make his defense that much higher for the next 6 turns. Double normal. Alright, please get supered. Please get supered. He's not taking anything here, and he's... See, the thing about this guy is after he gets fully built up, he's kind of boring. He just doesn't take damage, but he also really doesn't do much damage. So this is taking me a long time to actually go through this event, if I'm being honest with you. And I would have liked to have seen him get supered there, but I'm just going to spoil it for you. It would have been double digits. Against STRUI Goku, it's going to be double digits. Against NUI Goku, I'm not sure. So we're going to go up to STRUI Goku, where he is going to dominate, because even there, his 1.2 million attack stat, because he has type advantage, it's not going to be, like, bad or anything. He's going to do some damage. So we'll cut over right now to the STR stage of UI Goku. Okay, so we're against the STR stage of UI Goku now. And I'm not going to lie, I'm going to stay here until we either beat UI Goku or until we get supered by him. Because I really do want to see a super. I'm, like, 70% sure it's going to be double digits if he eats a super. And that goes up to, like, almost 100 if it happens after he supers that turn. And looks like we're staying here for another turn. Yep, okay. Now, Vegeta and Trunks, their defense is decently high. It's still not as high as the Vegeta's in the first slot, even though he maxed out, like, by the time we got to the Super Saiyan 2 stage, which is just... It's a different kind of defense, because... Well, it's not, but the way he builds it up, because he gets it so early, you can just throw him wherever you want to, even against, like, the Super Saiyan 2 stage, where most of the time, if a unit raises up their defense, early in the fight, you don't want them to take, like, anything from type disadvantage, but because this guy does it in a way where he does it so fast, he's actually, like, really clutch here. And one thing is, when you run a lot of defense stacking units like we are here, you don't need to use healing items. I'm really, really nervous. Yeah, hold up. I'm going to use a Yama here, because Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is bad. He's a bad card. Now, defensively, I mean, he's bad. Because he doesn't... Okay. Tyron Matthews started a video. Nice. A lot of you probably don't know who that is. That's fine. He's the Super Bowl champion, is who he is. I'm sorry, I'm a Chiefs fan. And if you, well, I'm not going to go on this tangent because I feel like a lot of you don't watch football. And if you do, you know, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. But anyways, hopefully next turn we can eat a super with Vegeta, because he's not going to take any damage. I did purposely bring King Yamas and Ghost Ushers instead of like Whis or Icaruses, because I knew I would need to use some sort of items when I got Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta in the last slot. But I didn't want the damage reduction to be active when this Vegeta would have to take any attacks, because I just want to see what he would take without any items. Man, Vegeta here is going to take so much. If he's Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, we're probably going to die. I'm just being honest. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is bad. He's not bad. I don't like him, though. He's like, out of all of the yearly anniversary units, he is by far my least favorite. LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Like, by far. Like, the top are the two new fusions, and then probably right under that are maybe, like, Injanimba, and I don't want to rank all these. I mean, that might be a video, to be honest. But, like, please Super. Please Super. Please Super. If he supers the last slot, I'm angry. Well, I guess Vegeta could counter, but he's not going to because he's a bum. Please don't super Vegeta. 57k, 61k. Okay, so it's looking like we're going to actually end up beating this stage before we get the Vegeta to take a super attack, which is pretty much what I expected. Trunks is taking double digits from this. This is pretty much what I expected, though. UI Goku never supers where I want him to. Even if it's where he's attacking the most. A lot of times he just supers in the last slot and says F you. He hasn't been doing that lately. I guess I should be thankful for that. Also, shout out to that Trunks being at 2.5 million with no attack links active. Like, the Vegeta in the second slot has well, not revival. He has the rebirth link, and he doesn't have Super Saiyan. So it's not like he's getting Super Saiyan or Fierce Battle or any of the future links or anything. So if I put Trunks in that second slot, he would actually be doing significantly more damage. And I am actually going to start putting Trunks in that second slot once we get to the end stage, because that, like there, Vegeta will have type advantage. So it doesn't really matter that he doesn't get much of his defense until super attack, because a mix of the type advantage and the fact that he's had enough time to stack up his defense, he's fine. Okay, this is going to be our last chance we get to eat a super in this stage. I guess we'll just put him in the first slot, because after that, there's no promise that we won't finish him off. We can finally get an 18 key with Vegeta. Perfect. So if he gets attacked, we won't die immediately. I would have been so upset if he supered us and then we dodged. That would have been actually, that would have made me pretty upset. Alright, you got one more chance, Goku. No, you don't at all. Okay, well, we didn't get to see him take a super from S tier UI Goku. He would have taken nothing, though. Just being honest here. Now, here, I don't need to beat this. Like, I'm not going to lose, but I'm just saying, like, after we get a few rotations of the Vegeta on rotation, I think I'm probably just going to cut, like, there. Ooh, this is actually going to do damage. If UI Goku supered after this Vegeta had supered, this would have done double digits. This is going to do damage, though. Yeah, 115k. If he would have just waited till right here, he would not have done that much damage. Now, in UI, he's going to take under 100k, I think, from in UI Goku. That's my guess. He's not going to take for double digits or anything, just because his defense... 3.2 million. You see how much his damage went up after we got the Super Saiyan and Fierce Battle links active? That was, like, crazy. 1.5 million on a normal. Okay. Trunks is pretty good. My Trunks has 2 dupes, by the way. I guess I should probably bring that up. 2.5 million from Vegeta here. And he can't even get Super here, so we don't have anything to worry about. Most of the time, I'm extremely worried that Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is going to eat a Super. Okay. Now, here... Ooh. Where do I want to put him? I think there's more attacks in this slot, in the second slot. And because he supered last turn, he probably wouldn't super until the second slot. None of this is, like, factual. I'm just talking out of my butt, basically. Obviously not going to use a damage reduction item. Please don't super in the first slot. If he does, it won't hurt us. I just want to see the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta eat a super. Okay, that did no damage, but whatever. Nice double. At this point, the Vegeta and Trunks are probably at the exact same defensive level as the Vegeta, by the way. Because at the start of the turn, oof, whatever they take, the Vegeta in the second slot probably would have taken around the same amount. 147k, really? Okay, hold up. Next time we get them on rotation together, I do want to compare their defensive stats. Because I was actually surprised by how much that did. Maybe I misread the numbers when I looked at it this turn. I guess that's possible. And now my computer's making a lot of noise, so you can probably hear that. Sorry. But I think after next time we get this Vegeta, we're probably going to call it a video. I know we didn't see any like crazy attack stats, but that's not really the purpose of this unit. Like, he only gets 90% attack. Like, that's all of the attack he gets, whereas he gets defense when he stacks. He also gets defense when he's hit. He's obviously built to be defensive. And I kind of like that. So, boop. And then we'll do that, and then that should drop. Perfect. Now we can get an 18Q with Vegeta. Which I guess doesn't really matter if he's not taking an attack, but whatever. Okay. This Scouter Vegeta is really good in the longer form content. He doesn't look as good as he is because he doesn't get his attack and defense until Super, but after he Supers, his defense is probably, I don't know, close to where the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta's is. It's definitely not there yet, just because of the fact that Vegeta obviously has a higher defensive stat. But, I mean, if there was ever an event that was like this, but it had an extra stage, I think by the end of it, that base form of Vegeta would actually have higher defense than the EZA Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, believe it or not. Okay, boop. Oh, we crit, nice. Okay, so I want to compare their defensive stats here. Ooh, so this Goku and... Not Goku, this Vegeta and Trunks actually has more defense at this point. So, after this rotation, he would actually take probably over 150k, which is surprising to me. But let's see if we can see him eat a super. And actually, he would take less after he attacks. So right here, if he eats a super, he does not, and he does not. Okay, well, either way, he's an insanely good defensive unit. I would definitely recommend rainbowing him if you can. And he is definitely one of the better units that you can select with the wish strips that we had a little while ago, where you could pick any unit. We're probably going to get these again this coming year. And he is definitely one of the better units you can select. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please consider to leave a like, a comment, subscribing to the channel. My name has been blah, and I will see you guys next time.